And US President Joe Biden has singled out India among the Quad group of countries for being somewhat shaky in acting against Russia, its biggest supplier of military hardware. India has urged an end to the violence in Ukraine but has abstained from voting for sanctions against its old Cold War ally.
US President Joe Biden on Monday said only India among the Quad group of countries was somewhat shaky in acting against Russia over its invasion of Ukraine, as India tries to balance its ties with Russia and the West. India is the only Quad member not to have condemned the invasion. It has urged an end to the violence in Ukraine but has abstained from voting against Russia, its Cold War ally and the biggest supplier of military hardware. India's foreign ministry, after a virtual summit between Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Australian counterpart Scott Morrison on Monday, said that Australia, a Quad member, understood India's position on Ukraine, which reflected our own situation, our own considerations.
In response to his aggression, we presented a united front throughout NATO and in the Pacific. The Quad is, with the possible exception of India being somewhat shaky on some of this, but Japan has been extremely strong, so has Australia, in terms of dealing with Putin's aggression.
Biden's remarks came as the U.S. Under-Secretary of State for Political Affairs, Victoria Nuland, and Indian Foreign Secretary Harshvardhan Shringla met in New Delhi on Monday, with talks focusing on 2+2 ministerial dialogues and also the Ukraine crisis. Even though India has grown close to the United States in recent years, it still depends on Russia for a continuous supply of arms and ammunition amid a Himalayan border standoff with China and perennial tension with Pakistan.